Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first topic of the month. I'm excited to do this but a little scared just because I try not to be one of those people who just rants about topics that I feel passionate about, but hey, it is what it is and you're here and you clicked on this video and you're watching it, so I hope you just continue on through to the end. I want to say I'm going to be doing these topics of the month if it turns out that you do not like my opinion on the topics that I choose, or then the topics that I accept from others. You can speak your mind, but I will not be corresponding back with you. These are videos for people who enjoy these types of videos and enjoy hearing other people's perspectives. So today we're going to be talking about friendship. In everything, my number one rule is start with yourself. First, I think that people should ask themselves what type of friend they are. What type of friend do you think you are? And more so expanding on that, it's just pretty much, what do you think you bring to a friendship? So I think before you even think about making a new friend, or even in your current friendships, before you think of complaining about something that you don't like in that friendship, or even letting the friendship go, you know, you want to start with yourself first. Okay, and after you're in touch with the type of friend that you want to be and that you are, I think the second big question to ask yourself is, what type of friend or person do you want to call friend? For me, I go by the golden rule. I pretty much want what I put out there. And it's tricky because if you've realized what type of friend you are and discovered who you are as a person, if what you want and expect doesn't match up with what you're putting out there, it's like, what can you expect from what can you really expect from other people? If you're looking for something that you yourself are not capable of at the time, or you don't think that you should have to offer or do, then take that out of your head for expectations from other people. I think that's where a lot of friendships and relationships fail in general, is that you know the type of person you are, but you expect or want a lot more from others. And that's not cool. Now I wanted to speak on making new friends. And kind of some of the ways you can do that, and the question of asking yourself who you are and also what you want from other people that you interact with and would like to call a friend, also ties into making new friends. If in general you want lasting friendships, you know, you've got to kind of set yourself up for stuff. Now, this does not mean that you can control everything, and that was one of the things I have to learn in my relationship, and like my relationship, love life, and with friendships. It's just like there's nothing you can control. However, you can be real. Like, be real with yourself, be real with others. No, you don't have to tell someone, hey, you don't follow that criteria on what I want in a friend. Like, that's too much. However, keep it up here. You know, don't walk down the path being friends with someone that you know they have definite things that it's just not you. That's like, I guess, the second biggest mistake that I'm talking about today. I don't feel you should try so hard to make friends, but try not to be so closed off and think that everyone's gonna hurt you. Have your conversation starters if you're kind of socially awkward and you don't think of things off top, compliment people, start conversations about how hot it is. Okay, now let's talk about maintaining friendships that you already have. I feel top thing would be to communicate. the lack of communication, like misunderstandings about silly stuff that turns into way bigger things. That's like my number one. Number two is going to be life changes with both or either of the people involved in the friendship. I mean, and I get it, and sometimes people just need space and a break, and you guys can come back together and it's almost like nothing ever happened. Keeping some kind of contact and hoping the best for each other, and always wanting to be there for that person, even if you guys are not able to always hang out. That's a part of maintaining friendships. If you have a friendship that you guys have partied together, you have sat there and cried with each other, and you know, were able to lean on each other and had so many good times with each other, but then, you know, stuff changes. They get married, you're not married, they have their first child, you're not married or have a child. Like, people can say all they want that it shouldn't change a friendship for different things to go on in that person's life, but we're all human and it does. As long as something completely negative, like you guys fighting each other physically too much, like I guess arguing or not seeing eye to eye, jealousy, just the things that just are not positive and you do not need in your life and they don't need in their life, as long as those type of things are not going on, everything should be alright. To wrap this up by talking about ending friendships or the end of a friendship and when to say when. For me, pretty much anything that is negative. How do you know it's negative? Any things that you are experiencing with someone that make you upset all the time, that make you not want to speak with that person half the time, that makes you not want to hang out with that person. I mean, literally, it had gotten that way for me with someone that I actually considered a best friend just recently, which is what prompted me to talk about this topic. Like, and I think it was probably the same for her. It's because we just weren't seeing eye to eye, you know, and she had done some changing that I couldn't accept. Like, it wasn't positive for me, you know, just the things that she was becoming into, and how depressed and insecure and needy, you know, she had become. I couldn't deal with anymore. You know, you start taking on someone else's burdens on top of your own. Like, just because of your, like, you've called them your friend does not, like, you gotta know when to say when. Like, this is an ending friendship. This is a reason to end a friendship. That's a relationship I had to end recently, a best friend, and it was hard. And I didn't want to end the friendship. It's even really hard to talk about, so I'm kind of gonna get past talking about it. And also, just if you know that someone is envious of you and your life and what you have, like, you don't need those people. I mean, even if you started this relationship with somebody and it was great, and then all of a sudden, you know, that life change happens, you know, you have really good stuff happen to you. You get married, your child, you know, you're doing great, your career's popping off, and this person's on the sideline like, oh, but what about me? Like, oh, woe is me. I don't have any of those things going on, so then, like, my life must suck because they're comparing themselves to you all of a sudden. And, like, it happens, but, like, that's not positive. That's not a friendship that you need to uphold anymore. Like, don't put that pressure on yourself. That's it. Like, just know when enough is enough. There is a means to an end when it comes to friendship, and those are just some of the examples. And just anything that's just heavy on your heart and just, you know, makes your life even more confusing and difficult for you to live. I mean, you can't hold on to it. I'm sorry. At the end of this conversation, I hope it wasn't too long. I'm going to try to chop this down and get the most important parts of what I was speaking about, and I hope I did that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this topic. Please comment in the comment section. Have some dialogue back and forth with me. I want to know about some of y'all guys' situations. If you want to email me, it'll be in the description box. Oh, also suggest different topics. I have a list of topics in mind, so I'm just gonna pick one if I don't get any other topics from you guys. But I would appreciate some topics that you guys would like me to go over and discuss and give my opinion. That's the end of my first topic of the month. Thank you so much for watching again, and be positive, happy, and blessed.